you've always been someone who has been a leader. You've been somebody who's always been in sports, in athletics, or been in debate teams, or you've been someone who's always been active and been in the forefront of everything since you were a kid. Now, there are a lot of people out there who probably have not been that way. The question probably running in their mind is that, oh, I cannot relate to what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying, but that's not me. That's not who I have been for first 15, 18, 20 years of my life. Does that mean it's not possible for me to be a leader? It's not possible for me to take the journey of becoming a leader?
Absolutely not. I do not believe that. I believe that some people are born with innate ability to lead. And we see that. You go out on a soccer field with 5 and 6 and 10-year-olds, and you see who the leader is. Nobody elected that young man or that young lady as the leader. They just stepped up and they became the leader. So I believe some people are born and or raised with that ability. But I also believe that you can learn to be a leader. And I always use this example, and this is a true example. When I was running that ROTC program, of course, I was bringing young men and women in to be leaders in the Army. That was my job. Over 4 years, develop young men and women, bring them in as freshmen in college, and when they graduate 4 years from college and through the ROTC program, now they're an officer in the United States Army. So I brought in lots of young men and women over the years. Well, I just took over, and I had this young man who came to my program as a freshman, and he walks up the first day, and in the back of my mind, I'm saying, yeah, this young man's never going to make it. He's just not going to make it. And you know what? 4 years later, that young man was my battalion commander. He was the best cadet in my program, and he's a major in the United States Army today doing great things. So I don't believe that you can't learn how to be a leader. I believe you can. And I've seen it, and I've proven that you can develop those things to be a good leader. You got to want to do it. You got to be open to ideas and experiences. Number 3 is you have to read. You have to be willing to read. Leaders are readers, okay? You show me a good leader, I'll show you somebody who's got a library. The last thing I always tell people, if you want to be a good leader, if you want to develop your leadership skills, you must never turn down a chance to be the leader. When somebody walks up and says, you want to be the leader? You say, absolutely, I want to be the leader. Good leaders want to lead all the time. I want to be the leader all the time. I want to lead everything I do. Now, I know when I come home at night and I walk into my house, I know I'm not the leader anymore, okay? There's a reason I've been married 34 years and I'm a happily married man. I know where my place in the house is, okay? When I walk out the next morning, I want to be the leader. I want to lead everything. You got to want to lead. But you can definitely, if you're not that natural born leader, and there are those people, then you can develop it if you really want to.